little story behind the scenes. I cut my finger in the kitchen. I don't know it, like it happens to me so often, but it's okay. I will survive. Hi, welcome to my channel. And if you are new here, my name is Paulina. I am cabin crew, originally from Poland, but based in Paris, living and working in France. And today's video is an introduction for the series I would like to create. What is this series about? I would like to create a series about books. In fact, I would like to read, or rather reread, some of my favorite books with you. The books which made a huge impact on my life. And I decided to share it with you. So let's stick with me. Today we are starting. I choose a really good book. But I have just come back from the shop. So let me unpack my groceries and we will see each other in a few seconds. Today we will start with this one. And as you see, it's a short book. I need to tell you a funny story about this book. I found it on the street. You know, once a week in our district, we are allowed to leave or I will declutter outside of the apartment, like on the street. I'm talking about declutter, the big size of the declutter, so like furnitures, sofas, rugs, toys, whatever you want to declutter. And when I'm here and I'm not flying and I'm not only layovers and I walk Telma, I just walk and see what people are decluttering. And believe me or not, I cannot walk away from the book I see in the rubbish. It's just like I feel a deep connection with every book. My heart is broken when I see book in the rubbish. And I know that every book has a context. There is an author. There is a text inside. There is an author who had a life. There is a writer who put some effort and to write this book. And just like I cannot go away. I decided to at least rescue, save one book per evening, Sunday evening. And you know, I found this one. And I don't see the title, you know. I just took it and I said I will check this out in the apartment at home. And when I arrived, I was just like, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra. That's the title. The book is in pretty good conditions. As you see, there is a small abstract art here, left by, I think, a very young artist. Deepak Chopra, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, and the second title, A Practical Guide to the Fulfillment of Your Dreams. This is not the kind of book I would grab on the first impression, first moment, because my very first book for self-development, I'm Christian, it's a Bible. However, and so I can say that I was a little bit turned off by the title, but I decided to give it a try. And I started the reading the same night I found it. And I finished it in the same night. So the author is an Indian medicine who right now lives in the US. He finished studies in medicine in India and he migrated to US in 70s. His father was a cardiologist, so I guess he was influenced by his father to finish the medicine. However, when he was a child, he wanted to be an author and a writer. And at some point, he pivoted when he was in the US. Right now, he is an author of like quite a big amount of books about the spirituality, mindfulness, inner peace, how to find your purpose, So if you are interested in that kind of branch of the books, I advise you to read more than this one. I haven't, but to be honest, it can be really interesting. Maybe you find me very ignorant that I didn't read or I don't know, dig deeper into this author. But as I said, as a Christian, I feel that everything is in me and in the Bible. But I started reading this book. I give it a chance, and I was surprised by the knowledge, by all the fundamental laws, despite the religion, which are in this book. So even like no matter religion, you will find something interesting in this book which will make your life better, I think, because I'm coming back to this book many times. I just like open it and read one chapter or even like one paragraph. So I've read it already full 2 times, and I will read it with you the third one. As you see, I put my hair up because it's very hot inside. So let's begin. In the contents, you see acknowledgements and introduction, and then chapters, 7 chapters, and at the end about the author. However, I will not read the acknowledgements. This is a list of the people who author want to thank during the creating this book or his writing paths. You know what I mean? I will start from introduction, and then my idea is to create every chapter. It's gonna be a new video. I'm not sure if I can put all chapter in one video. I will try, because as you see, it's not very long. And at the end of, I will put some insights, my reflection about what I've read. And I invite you as well to comment. First of all, if you have read this book, leave me a comment below. What do you think about? If you read another book of this author, you can leave me some recommendation. I will be happy. And let's get started. Introduction. Although this book is titled The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, it could also be called The 7 Spiritual Laws of Life. Because these are the same principles that nature uses to create everything in material existence, everything we can see, hear, smell, taste, or touch. In my book, Creating Affluence, Wealth Consciousness in the Field of All Possibilities, I have outlined the steps to wealth consciousness based on a true understanding of the working of nature. The 7 spiritual laws of success from the essence of this teaching. Form the essence of this teaching. When the knowledge is incorporated in your consciousness, it will give you the ability to create unlimited wealth with effortless ease and to experience success in every endeavor. Success in life could be defined as a continued expansions of happiness and the progressive realizations of worthy goals. Success is the ability to fulfill your desires with effortless ease. And yet success, including the creation of wealth, has always been considered to be a process that requires hard work, and it is often considered to be at the expense of others. We need a more spiritual approach to success and to affluence, which is the abundant flow of all good things to you. With the knowledge and practice of spiritual laws, we put ourselves in harmony with nature and create with career fairness, joy, and love. There are many aspects to success. Material wealth is only one component. Moreover, success is a journey, not a destination. Material abundance, in all its expressions, happens to be one of those things that makes the journey more enjoyable. But success also includes good health, energy, enthusiasm for life, fulfilling relationships, creative freedom, emotional and psychological stability, a sense of well being, and peace of mind. Even with the experience of all these things, we will remain unfulfilled unless we nurture the seeds of divinity inside us. In reality, we are divinity in disguise, and the gods and godness and goddess in embryo that are contained within us seek to be fully materialized. True success is therefore the experience of the miraculous. It is unfolding of the divinity within us. It is the perception of divinity wherever we go, in whatever we perceive, in the eyes of a child, in the beauty of a flower, in the flight of a bird. When we begin to experience our life as this at the miraculous expression of divinity, not occasionally but all the time, then we will know the true meaning of success. Before defining the seven spiritual laws, let us understand the concept of law. Law is the process by which the unmanifest becomes the manifest. It's the process by which the observer becomes the observed. It's the process by which the seer becomes the scenery. It's the process through which the dreamer manifests the dreams. All of creation, everything that exists in the physical world, is the result of the unmanifest transforming itself into the manifest. Everything that we behold comes from the unknown. Our physical body, the physical universe, anything and everything that we can perceive through our senses is the transformation of the unmanifest, unknown, and invisible into the manifest, known and visible. The physical universe is nothing other than the self curving back within itself to experience itself as a spirit, mind, and physical matter. In other words, all processes of creation are processes through which the self or divinity expresses itself. Consciousness is motion, expresses itself as the objects of the universe in the eternal dance of life. The source of all creation is divinity, or the spirit. The process of creation is divinity in motion, or the mind. And the object of creation is the physical universe, which includes the physical body. These three components of reality, spirit, mind, and our body, or observer, the process of observing, and the observed, are essentially the same thing. They all come from the same place, the field of pure potentiality, which is purely unmanifested. The physical laws of the universe are actually this whole process of divinity in motions, or consciousness in motion. When we understand these laws and apply them in our lives, anything we want can be created, because the same laws that nature uses to create a forest, or a galaxy, or a star, or a human body can also bring about the fulfillment of our deepest desires. Now let's go over the seven spiritual laws of success and see how we can apply them in our lives. This is about the introduction. I said something about being turned off by the title. Because why? Success for me, I don't know how to explain. I misunderstood success. Because nowadays, success, it's a good salary. Yeah, you are upgraded. You have a good job. You have a house. You have kids. You have family. You have a good car. This is a successful life, isn't it? That's why when I see the title, The Seven Spiritual Laws of Success, I was like, I'm not the person who want to be as successful in this area, like I have my little world. I love my husband. We have our home. We have our dog, and I feel some kind of successful about this. But yet, um, there was something I was attracted by this book when I started reading it, and I know what was it. There are many aspects to success. Material wealth is only one component. And I understood that for me, success, I was misunderstanding this word, this definition. I misunderstood because, in fact, success is more than that. In my opinion, the book should have a little bit, the title should be a little bit different. The 7 spiritual laws of success. It should be rather the 7 laws of spiritual success, because this is the book about growing inside, about the fundamental laws of humanity, how to reach the inner peace, how to be mindful, how to be a good person, a good human. So all these chapters will be a guide. And I was very surprised when I finished this book. Like, there's so much knowledge in this reading that whenever you grab this book and open, like randomly, you will find something. You will find an insight. You will find the diamond, which will help you during the day. Diamond, of course, in metaphor. So as you see, when I was reading this book second time, I made my notes. I underlined some phrases, and now sometimes it's just near to my bed, and before bed, or just after I woke up, I open it randomly and I read something what I underlined. That's gonna be this for today reading, and I hope that you like the introduction, and I hope that you will stay with me for this series. Probably it's gonna be 7 chapters, and yet, as I said, please leave me a comment if you like the idea. If you have read, please leave me a comment as well. I'm very curious about your experience with this book. And in general, I wish you a very good day. Take care, and see you again soon. Bisous.
I don't wanna care. It's